Everything NYJ recap of the Jets versus Cowboys, week 2. Whoo, man. All right, roll the intro. All right, and here's your host, Liam Johnson in Italy. Jet, what's up? Andiamo.
I'm not Italian, but I do it anyway.
Yeah, you do,
I
don't
feel
you?
like it's only right for you. Well, Italy Jet, times are bad right now, my friend. I got to be honest though. We're
You're
gonna
right.
get into it, in deep depth, but I'm not
You're
I'm
right.
not too worried about this one. I was
Really?
with family yesterday. I was outside. I may have thrown a hot dog or two across the yard, but
Yeah.
once I got the hot dog, yeah, but once I got that out of my system,
Okay.
I kind of just sat back. I relaxed, and I said, "Yeah, it was bad. Yeah, it's ugly, but." Hey, if you're gonna lose a game, I'd rather it be to one of the top defenses, possibly one of the top teams in the NFL,
Yeah.
in the NFC.
Right.
Not
Okay.
the worst situation possible. It could always be worse.
It could
I don't
always
think,
be worse.
yeah, but we're gonna get into deeper detail in a few. But what are your thoughts?
Well, this is a vent sesh, and I honestly think we need to bring in a guest. I think we need another opinion. This is your buddy, Vinny. Vinny, welcome to the pod, my friend. Vinny. How you doing,
What's up,
buddy?
boys? What's up, boys? I love the talks. I'm off to a great start so far with my opinions. Here we go.
Yeah. All right. Well, talk to us. How you feeling?
About the game last night,
No.
man.
The game's tonight. Steelers versus Browns. What
Oh,
do you think?
Steelers versus Browns, man. All right, I'm gonna put my fantasy here. Yesterday, man, we were looking good. First quarter, second quarter, that 60 plus yard tutty with Wilson, I wasn't expecting that because I was taking a piss. so my buddy Ryan, he's from Massachusetts area, Connecticut, and he's a Patriots fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he hit me up and said, "Hey, congratulations, because I have Garrett Wilson on my fantasy, right?"
Yeah.
And so I was like, what just happened? So I'm watching on YouTube TV because the NFL Sunday Ticket's on YouTube TV now, and so I had to rewind it because he just texted me right when it happened. So after like a minute, I went back and sat down. I was like, wow, that was some blown coverage. That was a lucky strike. That was a lucky strike for Wilson, and it was good, man. I felt good about it. I thought the momentum was going. The defense was playing good, but waking up this morning, all I heard was Sauce Gardner deleted his Twitter, and Bryce, Brees Hall was saying, only 4 touchdowns with the football emoji on his Twitter. I'm like, man, I really hope we don't, get that toxicity built up in our football team, because that's the last thing we need. It's the second game. I was texting Liam about that this past weekend, and just today telling him about that. Him and I would be gossiping about it, and it's touchy right now. It's it's the second game, and tempers are starting to flare. I just don't want it to be like a Percy Harvin type thing, talking. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're mentioned Percy Harvin, it's kind of a cancer of a team. So I'm all about it, man. We're all Jets fans. We got the yays and the nays. We know how it goes. We got our momentum built up. Sometimes it gets taken away, just like Aaron Rodgers' Achilles on Monday night. You got to roll with the punches, man. That's what makes us faithful.
Exactly. Roll with the punches.
Yeah, Italy, are you worried about like this locker room starting to get divided a little bit, or?
It feels like that, don't it? It's just
Yeah.
I mean, you got to get Cole Hardman involved, or he's going to say something eventually. Sauce Gardner, the way he's doing some things, and then you got Brees Hall. I'm just surprised Garrett Wilson hasn't done anything yet. But I say only after this Patriot game, give it a matter of time. This team has changed a lot. like as far as locker room guys when Aaron Rodgers was in the locker room. Now I'm like, okay, if someone doesn't get control of this soon, then this will be frustrating after the Patriots. The Patriots game, this Cowboy game, it looked like they were looking beyond the Cowboy game, but they were already ready for the Patriots, it looked like. And also, you're on a short week, right? You're on a short week with Zach Wilson, so it the chemistry wasn't there all the way. Hopefully, the chemistry will be there. Hope everyone be all lovey-dovey with each other, and then hopefully get back on track. But yeah, it does feel like it for now, and it sucks.
Yeah. What's up, Armand? What's up, VR? Jets Chaos in the chat. Italy Jets in the chat. That's a little funny.
That.
But yeah, man, you're right though. It was a short week. You're going up against, like I said, one of the best teams in the NFL right now.
Super Bowl caliber.
Yeah.
Bowl caliber team. I think they're going to be in the AFC Championship game. NFC Championship game with the 49ers. I think so.
Possibly. Robert Saleh even said that Zach Wilson most likely won't face a defense as good as this again. But like you said though, ever since Aaron Rodgers left, the dynamic in this locker room did shift a little bit, and that's one of our big concerns about Robert Saleh. We saw it last year, when Quincy Williams was dressed up as the Grinch right around Christmas time. It's like you don't want to start losing this locker room, and you don't want the inmates running the asylum, and that kind of seems like that's what's happening there. Robert Saleh, he's even said like he doesn't really go into the locker room. He doesn't want to get involved. That's what you have the locker room leaders for, but this thing can start to implode. It really can't. And you just don't want to start seeing those characteristics of, like Vinny said, Percy Harvins, or you have guys like Elijah Moore. You don't want to see like one of those situations. But if things start going off the rails, this locker room could go to shit real quickly, and the chemistry is just going to be lost. Vinny, what's going on? What are you thinking?
So when you start, I don't know. Okay, so when the Cowboys played, at MetLife last weekend against the Giants, to me, when I look at, think about it, compare the two foes, Giants and the Jets, I know that, after that first week, the Giants got blown out and stuff like that. I mean, you got Daniel Jones, but he doesn't have many weapons on offense. Their defense, I would probably say top 15 at the most, being respectful, But when, I'll be on, social media, scrolling through the comments, everybody's saying, the Giants defense is booty. Oh, the Cowboys are going to win it. But you will always know that the Cowboys always get linked up. This has been ever since Prescott has been the quarterback for the past, 6 years? Asterisk. Correct me if I'm wrong. But they've always, within the first 3 weeks of every game, they always come up with somebody who's weaker on defense, quote unquote. Correct me if I'm wrong, boys, but with the Giants defense, I think we can all agree that they're not, top 10 or even top 5 like the Jets defense is within the last 2 years. So when that happened, I know it was a shot in the foot to us, being New York Giants or New York Jets fans or whatever you want to say in the state of New York, because you know what I'm saying? So to me, it's like, okay, we're in here for a greed. We're at MetLife. They're talking trash about MetLife, talking about the turf and all that stuff like that. That's happened with Aaron Rodgers. I know that's a given. But with the Cowboys coming in, I know that the Jets were like heated about it. I know our teammates, I know people in the boys' room, in the war room, whatever you want to call it, in the locker room, we are feeding off of that energy. And like I was texting, Liam about it yesterday, saying, hey, I'm faithful about it and everything like that. But once it got to the fourth quarter and we got like 10 minutes left, Liam even told me that before we started this podcast, that Wilson, threw 2 picks, but it was just the offense and nobody was vibing, no one was agreeing, no one was communication. So I think that later down the road, we got the Patriots this weekend, and we got the Chiefs the following weekend. So I think those are going to be close calls. One's at home, one's away, whatever, what have you. I think that Oh, they are?
I think so.
Shit.
Yeah.
MetLife is going to be loud then. I think it's going to be a low scoring game then.
Yeah, first 2 weeks, yeah.
But just with the Cowboys, I think having them raid, because I just checked Saturday night. Oh, no, it was Saturday. Yeah, it was Saturday night. Who is going into week 2 top defense? And it was, of course, the Cowboys, because they scored 40-0. But the thing is that it's Daniel Jones,
Yeah.
So
Well, yeah. The big thing is also is that this now makes New England a must-win. Home divisional game. You got to find a way to beat the Patriots.
I hate how early it is. I hate how early we're playing them. I hate it.
Yeah, I don't know, but getting back to the Cowboys game a little bit here.
Yeah, go for it.
The Jets defense, like we said, like it was just so bad. 3rd and long, the offense couldn't convert. The Jets defense couldn't get off the field. It was like how many multiple 12-minute drives? It reminded me of I don't want to be that fan, but that reminded me of a same old Jets game right there. That's what it was. Just the offense. And yeah, call me, whatever. You hate me for saying that or whatever. I'm not saying it is the same old Jets, but that kind of gave me that feel, that
Yeah.
Adam Gase era feel, where the defense just can't get off the field, and I don't know what happened to Super Bowl caliber defense. Am I confident that this defense will bounce back? Yeah, but it's fair to say that there's a lot of question marks. Quentin Williams hasn't been great so far. Yeah, he had a couple tackles here and there, but where's the 12 sack guy? Sauce Gardner has been abysmal.
I gotta chime in on that. So
Go ahead.
think about it though. We got Aaron Rodgers in the locker room, right? Us 3 boys, we're playing for the Jets, right? And we go out there, 3rd down, he busts his Achilles. Liam's the quarterback. All the confidence is wiped out because you're expecting Aaron Rodgers to boost that confidence. He's in the game. He's going to play all year, right? And so in my head, I think what's happening to Zach Wilson is that he wasn't ready. He was putting all the high hopes on Aaron Rodgers' shoulders. And once that snapped, Wilson's in his head, and he's like, fuck, dude. What do I do? What do I do? So he's like in panic mode. So I think that once that panic mode, that Monday Night Football game, that was luck. That was pure luck. I was not expecting to win that game at all until Xavier Gibson got that, that punt off return touchdown. I know the dude got fined for that chalk block that he did.
Yeah, Sarai, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'll take it. But the thing is that I think the media, because Zach Wilson is very active on social media, and when if you're second pick of the first round and you're on social media and you're looking at all these posts about the New York Jets and saying, "Oh, Zach Wilson's washed," it's going to kill his ego, But the thing that I'm
can't worry about that though.
Yeah, he's not worried about that. I don't think he's even on social media that much on Instagram. I mean, maybe Twitter. I don't really see it.
I follow his mom.
I think everybody follows his mom.
Yeah.
I think I'm the only one that doesn't follow his mom. I'm going to be honest.
Lisa. So, all right. So,
she defends him a lot.
No.
Yeah, hey, it's her boy. It's her baby boy. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, you get it. But I think that being thrown to the wolves that Wilson has been for the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever you want to call it, even before preseason, all that stuff. I think that, the most logical thing, get Rodgers rehabilitated, get him on the sideline, get him on a mic, and help coach Wilson. Because the thing is that, Hackett doesn't know Wilson as much as he knows Rodgers.
Right,
so, in my head, I just feel like the media is really grilling the Jets about what we really have. You know what I'm saying? Because go ahead.
Well, that's welcome to New York. If you can't handle this media market, then you're not going to last. And whatever. Everything is bigger in New York. Everything is more amplified than it would be in in Green Bay or like Minnesota or something like that. It's just the way it is. And you got he's not really helping himself. But like I said, I don't think Zach was yesterday's biggest problem. He escaped the pocket, plenty of runs. He extended plays. That's if you're looking at it not as the second overall pick, because that ship has sailed. He's not the second. You can't look at him through the lens of the second overall pick. You have to look at him through the lens of now what he is, the backup quarterback.
Yeah.
And if you're bringing in a backup quarterback, he was kind of a game manager. Yes, he has to take more. He has to be more careful with the football. But at the same time, at the end of the game, you're just trying to make plays. That's the gunslinger. He's not perfect. He's a reclamation project. We have to keep that in mind. He's not perfect. This guy is a work in progress. And that work was nowhere near complete. He had no intentions on playing this season and probably even next season. But I mean, just like the coaching staff has to be a lot better too. Just abandoning the running game. Going into halftime, you're down by 8. What are you thinking? Both
Right.
Dalvin Cook and Brees Hall have less than 10 yards. Dalvin Cook, since coming to the Jets, I know it's a small sample size, 2 games. He's been horrible. He had that fumble yesterday that absolutely just stalled all that momentum. Brees Hall voicing his frustrations on social media, posting the 4 footballs on Twitter with the ... Italy, what are you thinking about like the play calling?
It's got to be. I mean, it's just it wasn't fit for Wilson. None of it was. None of anything that they've been working on a short week was fit for Zach Wilson this week. The game time management with Saleh, the defense with Ulbrich, they were ready for us. They manhandled us. And they should have switched things up with CeeDee Lamb guarding. Someone just guard him 24/7. Put a tight end on Parsons, and Uzama shouldn't have been out there blocking. Plain and simple. Right. You should have had Ruckert out there. Maybe put Bawden there, but I think Bawden was inactive. So
he wasn't active.
It's you got to switch things up, and they didn't switch things up. And Parsons 1.43 speed get off. Like that's unheard of. What do you do? Call Usain Bolt for advice? Well, he took it. He took it.
What do you think about Mekhi Becton switching back to right tackle and putting Elijah Vera Tucker back to left, and throwing in who's the new center? Tippmann.
No,
yeah. McGovern. Or McGovern's right now, but
take him out and throw in that new center.
What they need to do,
yesterday.
He was one of our worst ones there. What they need to do is put Tippmann in there. You need to put Becton on the left, and then you got to put Vera Tucker. I would say stick Vera Tucker there, but you got to add Schwartzer in there or activate Max Mitchell.
I think what we need to do is we need a good. The thing is that I know Hackett. He's a defensive mind. You know,
offensive.
He's an offensive mind.
So with Saleh, I think Saleh needs to start picking up cues and look gaps and stuff like that to get Brees Hall in there like he did with the Bills.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So with that, I think switching up the O-line. I think hopefully fingers fucking crossed for this week.
I think it'll happen. I think they're going to switch it up. I really have this gut feeling they are. They can't. I mean, listen, Sauce Gardner and Reed. They were off this game. Sauce Gardner had a better game, and you know what? I scratch that. Quincy, Sauce Gardner, and Reed had a great game. But if you're gonna make a prediction like Reed did with the Bears thing, then y'all got to change that shit up. So CeeDee Lamb he almost got picked off by Sauce, and he only faced him that one time. Great. Put him on the whole damn game. Your number 1 needs to go on Sauce. They can't have Reed do this anymore. Reed's got to be the number 2 now. Because they're playing out of their minds.
Last year.
They're playing out of their minds. Quincy Williams, I give Quincy Williams a lot of credit. He was all over the field. He missed a couple tackles, but other than that, he was playing great. That defensive line was just not great. Safeties were not great. Whitehead surprised me more and more a little bit. I think he was all over the field. But the thing about that is if you're going to make a statement like that, you can't play like this against the Cowboys. That's why I'm saying they were already looking ahead of the Patriots.
Right, yeah, and definitely. You could argue that this was like the Jets' first trap game. And it shouldn't have been because blowing out your hometown rival in the New York Giants, shutting them out 40-0, that's not something that you just look past.
Right.
But, and not only that, the Cowboys defense was so ready for this Jets offense. And Vinny, I'll even ask you, if you're the Cowboys defense, how are you stopping this offense? How are you stopping the Jets offense? I know the answer. You shut down the run game, and then you force Zach Wilson to beat you in the air. That's in my
Yeah.
opinion. Do you have anything different,
Yeah.
or I think
No,
that's really the only way.
I agree with you.
You
You
know.
know, when it comes, because the Cowboys know that we have a great run. We got,
Mm-hmm.
Super Bowl caliber wide receivers up there. Shit, we went shopping this offseason, man. Like, I wasn't expecting Lazard or Hardman coming in after a Super Bowl win. It's like, yo, what are we doing? And then we bring in Rodgers. It's like, yo, this is crazy. Like, this is our year. And then, typical Jets fashion, it gets canceled. You're like, all right, you got to wait for another year.
Yeah.
And even on I don't know if you guys watched the Pat McAfee show with Rodgers showing up in his bed rest and saying, you can't count everything out, just like was it Dwayne Wade said that or something like that? Quote me if I'm wrong.
Oh yeah, it was one of them. I don't
The
remember which one
NBA
it was.
player,
Yeah,
whatever.
but
It don't
getting back
matter.
to the game though. But just getting back to the game, that Sauce Gardner drop was just crucial.
Yeah,
He
against CD
really
Lamb.
needed that for his confidence. He
Yeah.
really needed that interception right there.
And he had it in his hands. I thought he was gonna, like the commentators are saying, oh, if he would have caught that, he would have been in the end zone. I think that would have been the game clincher for confidence for our offense and defense.
Those two interceptions weren't really Wilson's fault. I think the last one was a bonehead, but the first two, if the one didn't hit his hand and the other one Wilson adjusted,
are you
then
talking about
time.
Are you talking about the Sauce Gardner interception against CD Lamb, or are you talking
about Zach Wilson's interceptions?
Oh, well,
later in the game.
That's old news for me because I know he's going to throw a pick. The offensive line needs to be fixed. He's got pressure because Zach Wilson doesn't deal with that pressure ever since BYU. BYU, he's got a golden curtain right around him. He got probably sacked like 15 times in his career at BYU for his last season that he was there in junior year.
Yeah.
But coming to the NFL, you expect the big bodies to protect you. But, I think the only person that was actually doing their job was Dwayne Brown that night on Sunday. He was actually trying, that dude's upper 30s. He's reading the
38
game.
years old. But
Yeah,
he was terrible too. You could argue that he was terrible too.
Oh,
if he was the best one,
Oh man, I loved Dwayne
What
Brown.
do you think?
Yeah, he was awful. What are you talking
about? I think he
was freaking awful. What are you he was dealt an unfortunate situation with Parsons. Like, that's unfortunate.
All right.
But they should have him help because he was struggling. It seems like Tomlinson forgot how to play football for a second. And then that's what should happen. But Dwayne Brown, the first 2 games, he's been back from injury. He hasn't shown nothing.
Yeah, I think he was terrible too.
Oh,
and you could argue, like, you could give him a little bit of a pass if you want, and just say that
not anymore.
Listen,
you're facing against the Patriots on Sunday. Not anymore.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. It's like you start to become. You could give him the beginning and say that he hasn't played all preseason and he missed all of training camp. But at 38 years old, it's like, I don't know, like, you might have to start to make a move there. And I understand, like, the Jets respect the hell out of him. Robert Saleh respects the hell out of him, but at the end of the day, past respect doesn't really warrant current NFL. It's just the way it is.
You got to revamp all of it. You got to revamp that whole offensive line, all of it.
Did you hear what Sauce Gardner said after the game when they asked him why he dropped the interception? He said he was thinking about scoring before thinking about catching the ball.
Yeah, I know. What an idiot. I love you, Sauce. If you're watching this, I'm sorry, but dude, what are you? If you would have caught that, and he had a great game. If you would have caught that, that would have changed the game. That would have changed a whole entire game. That's just me, though.
And then another thing, having first-round pick Will McDonald inactive, I think that was a little bit of a surprise too.
Yeah, but he even said he wanted Carl Lawson to be trying to get beefy, trying to go up against a tough offensive line and seeing what Lawson's got. Well, you saw what Lawson got. He was nowhere to be seen. So, and he said you can't play everybody. That's what he said. Can't play everybody. I bet you he'll be in that game next game. I bet you.
Think so?
I think Lawson's going to be. Lawson is just his back. It must be bad because I didn't see him anywhere. I just think that Dallas is coming back. Maybe Dallas coming back.
I didn't see him either. So what were your other biggest takeaways, Italy? in this game.
I just think if the offensive line held up, Wilson would have threw more dimes. He would have ran more because he runs fine. That's not the issue. I'm worried about him getting injured with this offensive line because they already got injured once. I'm worried about his knee again because he keeps getting pummeled. His 3-step back is totally fine, but he's getting pressured like crazy. So you can't really do anything with that. You got to get more of the wide receivers involved, especially Nicole. It's like what's up with Nicole? Like he is so damn fast. At one point, he was up there with Hill. At one point, with the Chiefs with being fast, at least close to there. Mm-hmm. And then the Cowboys, man. I mean, they proved that they won 40-0. They only won 30-10. The biggest takeaways is it was a very good team that took advantage of a team that's knocked down with Rodgers, still figuring out this stuff with Wilson, and they were ready for us, especially at home. It's their home opener. And like you said, Liam, last week, you said that. Like you were afraid that those fans, in the way that they were playing against the Giants, that this would happen. And look what happened.
And like, not to sound like a broken record here, but like they're also not coaching to Zach's strengths either. I mean,
and they had
you got to have more play action. You got to have some bootlegs, some ending arounds with Mecole Hardman, some pop passes. That would have been perfect. I don't get it. But Vinny, are you worried about Zach possibly getting injured again? Knock on wood.
Right. Same.
Yeah.
He's okay. Zach Wilson is a very versatile player. He's young. He is younger than us. He knows how to take a hit. He knows how to follow the ground correctly. That's what I've noticed a lot. Like, when he got sacked twice, yesterday, last night's game, I know he knows how to fall correctly. Because it's the new era and the new quarterbacks. They know how to scramble. They know how to fall correctly. It's like falling off a skateboard.
Mm-hmm.
You want to roll with it. Go where your body's momentum's going, and that's what's going on with Wilson. But I remember he got injured last year, 2023 now, of 2022. Sorry, I'm thinking school years, man. My teacher mind's going. So 2022. That's what he got. He got hit. He got that. He had some. What injury did he have? Something with his knee or his arm.
Yeah, that was his knee. Yeah, in preseason when he didn't go out of bounds. Yeah.
Yeah,
he did it again this year too. He luckily just didn't get injured.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So
it's like you're already on the team.
Right. Yeah, you're already here. You got that NFL insurance. We got you. And so whenever he takes a hit, he takes it respectfully. He knows how to fall. He knows how to whatever with his feet. Because I know with his feet, he always kicks him up. He always lunges his feet up when he falls. But with his running game is very great. I love the way he slides. He can time it right because I know that was a butt hurt 2 years ago. He would get fucked up all the time.
Yep.
And so I'm not afraid of his injuries upcoming seasons because I know upcoming games because I know Saleh said he's my QB1 from here on forward. But of course there's always a chance for him to get hit in a different way that he can't control his body in. I'm just waiting for Micah Hyde to come in and just clop it. You can roll the dice on it. We can't we can knock on wood all we want, but as long as it's not his ACL or his MCL, I think he'll be okay. Just roll with the punches.
Especially with his knees. Yeah.
Did you guys ever see that that game that he was playing when he threw a pick and he started getting clobbered by
Which one?
Which one?
I don't know. It was
you can look back at pretty much anyone, and you can look at every game.
No, there was this meme of him just like this past Saturday of him being named as the starting quarterback, and he was just getting pushed to the ground at BYU by the defensive line because he threw a pick, and he was just getting get pushed. And so after seeing that, it's I think he's got some bad blood in him that he's getting bullied with it. I'll send it to you, Liam. I'll find it. I'll send it to you.
Maybe he should be seeing that. I mean, at the end of the day, I think the coaching staff should also be seeing that and be like, listen, we're not giving this guy the proper protection.
I don't want my boy get pushed to the ground like this, but I mean,
no.
I still have faith in Wilson. You know, he's my boy.
Yeah.
He's a quarterback.
Okay.
I respect
Yeah.
it. You know, but
It is
Yeah.
what it is.
you just gotta drink more, man. You just gotta drink more.
Drink more.
That's why we're Jets fans. You know, you gotta stay faithful to our teams, man. I was telling that to Liam earlier in the day. Like, no matter what it is, well, you know, the organization always throws a curveball, and we still have to live with it. But to me, I still think we're gonna make the playoffs. Our defense is probably getting pitched out. I think we're going 12-5.
Zach Wilson.
Liam,
Okay.
go to sleep, Liam. I think we're gonna go 12-5.
Now it's I mean,
okay.
I like the.
I mean, if
I
they
like
figure it out,
we will, man. It's the Jets, man. We've.
Oh, this is good, Tom Hanks.
Oh shit. I think we'll figure it out, man. You know, it's the second week. Second week is done. It's still early. You know, I think.
They definitely need to bounce back. So here's the thing: it's like even playing with the Cowboys with Aaron Rodgers, they had said that.
Oh my god, this comment! I hate these comments, bro. Oh my god,
live.
I'm gonna mute myself, bro. I'm gonna mute myself.
Nah, you're good. This is entertainment right now. I love this.
I mean, I like the hope. I like the hopefulness.
I like your positiveness.
Somebody's got to stay positive, man. It's Jets Nation over here. You know, JETS, Jets Fireman Ed era. You know, we're living, man. Like, we earned this, man. We did so much on the offseason, boys.
Yeah.
To me, like one of the, in a way, the offseason kind of went out the window, though, in a sense. Unfortunately, you know, once you lose Aaron Rodgers,
don't say that. No, it's
still in the window,
man. It's on the banister of the windowsill. It's not out the window.
On the outside of it, it is
inside of the screen, like allergies. It's not there yet. Don't.
But like on a serious note, though, it's like you can't overlook the Patriots because like it is still a Belichick defense right there.
They're 0-2. They're 0-2.
Yeah, but Zach Wilson has historically struggled against that.
The yips.
Yeah, but not only that, it's like if you want to be a playoff team. Like you're gonna, I'm not saying you have to beat Kansas City or the Eagles, but you have to put up a damn good showing, and it has to like really come down to the wire.
All right,
I hope so.
All right, I'm gonna tell you guys this: if we win against, all right, this is on recording. It's live right now.
Okay.
If we lose to the Chiefs and Eagles, I'll Venmo you guys $100.
Yeah. If we leave the what? If we leave what?
If we lose
to the Patriots,
Eagles, and the Chiefs, I'll Venmo you guys $100 each.
So wait. Chiefs and Eagles. If we lose to both those teams, you're gonna give us $100.
Yes. If we don't lose to either team, so if we win against the Chiefs or the Eagles, that minuses it out because we've never won to the Eagles for a long time.
So why do you think we could do it now?
The defense, man. The defense. I think the defense are going to eat them up. I think we're going to do
it. Comment section. You hear this.
I love to hear this.
You hear this.
I got a big boy job. I can do it.
Oh, it's fine. No one's questioning that.
No, it's just oh my god. I'll take another shot. Shot. Liam's like, yeah, go ahead. Take some of that Pink Whitney.
Yeah, then he says, if we win, bro, you really believe Belichick is going to allow the Jets to send him to 0-3? He's going to coach that same Sunday with blood in his eyes.
Think about it. I fucking hope not. I hope we get it together by then.
Because didn't we have Cam Newton was with the Patriots last year, right?
2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah. 2 years.
Well, I'll eat my words now. Well,
all right. You know what?
You boys just got $100 now.
Hold on. Well, just like that. You just give us $100 just like that.
I'm giving out money.
I mean, I'm down. I need it for vacation. So come on.
I thought Cam Newton, because you remember that game, boys?
Yeah.
With Cam Newton, we were right there. It was like 33-33.
Yeah, that was the prime time game.
Damn. Well, we'll talk about it.
Oh, we'll talk about it. Okay. Well,
We'll
I'm
talk about
expecting $100
All right,
on Venmo
handshake,
tomorrow
virtual
morning.
handshake, boys. Here we go.
Which part though? Which part? If we lose, or are you just gonna give it to us immediately?
Both. Here you go.
All
Oh,
right, Liam, you good? You good with this?
virtual
It's
shake
the,
on it.
it's the,
All
it's
right,
the,
virtual
the
shake on it.
Eagles,
Yeah.
Chiefs,
Chiefs, I want it
whichever.
tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning.
I got you. I got my paycheck on Friday, so I got you.
There you go.
Wow,
Like that.
you don't expect this much on everything NYJ. This has been a very interesting episode so far. We'll go to
Yeah, we're giving
VR
out money.
and giving out money just like that. VR Pats do the same as the Cowboys. Dean can dunk down the field in a tough D. That's true. But I think the only guys I'm worried about of the Patriots is honestly is Gonzalez and Judon. I think Gonzalez is a really good player coming out of Oregon. I think it just Belichick is going to be ready for us again. I just think he's a defensive mind coach. He's lost without his GOAT of Brady. I think we are more talented than the Patriots.
Oh,
But it's all
I think
about
100% we are.
but it's all about hitting the teams at the right time. The first 6 games, I feel like a lot of a lot of teams are just figuring out the kinks, figuring out what works for them, and there's going to be some weaknesses and there's going to be some losses. I mean, the Chiefs are like that. Broncos, Eagles. There's a lot of teams like that. I mean, look at the Eagles right now, and even the Bills right now. If we hit the Patriots at the right time on Sunday, because they're 0-2, we could probably win if we figure it out what the O line is and what Zach Wilson is. But I'm telling you right now, this is going to be a field goal winning game. Someone's going to have a field goal and they're going to win. I don't know if it's going to be us. I don't know if it's going to be them, but I'm predicting 2017, either one. That's
Yeah.
just me.
Well, not only that, and like even like looking at like Vinny's comment here, yeah, like Belichick's gonna be coaching with blood in his eyes. He's gonna be pissed off, possibly going to 0-3. But the
Yeah.
Jets should be coming off of an angry loss too.
I agree.
You know, so what is VR saying here? Coverage, linebacker play, and tackling in open space. Jets are poverty. That's another thing I want to get into a little bit is that there really was like so many missed tackles yesterday. It didn't seem
Yeah.
like any like the Jets defense could not have gotten any tackles on the first try. And we had often said that like Michael Carter has been compared to that a lot too in the past, saying that like the first guy never brought him down. It seemed like yesterday the first guy on the Jets, like whoever the defender was, name whatever player you really want, it was all of them.
Right.
They could not get the guy down, and it's just like I don't know. Being a top defense, I did not expect that to be as ugly as it was, especially coming out of the defense. I don't know what happened. I don't know if they were jet lagged. I don't know whatever the situation was. They just clearly weren't ready for the big lights. And
You
then
got to
playing
mention.
against that,
You got to mention those flags, like the John.
yeah, the
Franklin
refs were
Myers.
bad too.
Man, those I think those were really killing the defense's confidence. You know, like the first flag, you know, JFR or John Franklin Myers.
The refs.
That,
the refs, yeah.
You know, you're always going to have the refs playing for the home field advantage. Always, no matter what. You know, it's the same with the Vikings. You know, like I'm watching the Vikings game with the Eagles, you know, last week and stuff like that. There's a lot of play calls there.
No, not you.
You know,
No.
Don't. I'm not a Vikings fan,
Belichick
but my
mother.
girl grills me about having Aaron Rodgers on her roster, and she says, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
Sent me a
Vision, yeah,
bunch of TikToks that night that he busted Achilles. I went to bed earlier that night, but you know, it's always the home field advantage. You got the refs playing for the home team and stuff like that. But that John Franklin Myers against that, you know, Dak Prescott,
so dumb.
that was it. That was a shot in the foot for our defense. And I think that's, you know, bouncing off to, you know, what you in Italy were saying, it killed their confidence in the defense. And, you know, they really need a good kick in the ass about that. And like,
not only that, it's like, yes, like normally it does go to the home team, but like whatever, it's really just I mean like the Jets could be home. It's really whoever the Jets are playing have the benefit of the doubt. Like Dark Soldier said right here, you know, like the Jets have not had a roughing the passer call in 636 days. That's incredible. The last one was actually against the Texans, excuse me. Zach Wilson's rookie year when they grabbed him by like the face mask, his body went one way and his neck went pretty much the
Right.
other way. He almost
Oh
looked
man,
like
that's
freaking out.
callable. That's callable. You can see it on the camera, even if you're
Yeah.
watching from home. You're like, oh,
There's
that's
been so many. There's been
Yeah.
so many just like ones where Zach Wilson should have gotten calls and didn't. It's just I don't get it. I really don't get it. Even Mike White, he should have gotten a couple last year
Oh
too,
yeah,
and he didn't. It's just I don't know. It's just when you're playing the Jets, you got to play the Jets and the refs. It's just unfortunately that's the way it is. The Zach
The
Milk
Zach
curse.
Milk curse. VR's coming up with some dingers tonight, man. Oh my goodness.
Chat's in rare form tonight. The whole show's in rare form tonight.
Nah, it's fun. He's part of my the Jets Evening Brew Discord stuff. It's pretty funny. He's hilarious.
This guy's our guest.
And he's it's his birthday today. So happy birthday to you, VR. Either it was today or yesterday, but happy birthday. All right, so we got
happy birthday.
We got a few more minutes left. Any more thoughts in the game, and let's talk about the Patriots.
Injury reports. What do you guys got?
I think we got to figure out what's going on with Carter too, Quincy, Adams,
Wilson.
It seems like he's going to be okay though. I think he just got the wind knocked out of him. So
that's what I heard in the press conference. But in my fantasy, it said questionable. I don't know if you guys keep up with that type thing, but that's what I heard this morning with the press conference with Saleh saying he just got the wind knocked out of him. But you never know because Saleh doesn't like feeding that to the media a lot about injury reports and what the real statistics are and stuff like that. Because we got Brees Hall, Quincy,
Williams,
Yeah. It's always questionable. Like Greg Zuerlein, we didn't figure that out.
Yeah, the groin
that was crazy during practice. So
that was crazy.
You need for a loop, but that's Saleh though. He doesn't want to express.
Yeah, he downplays everything. He downplays everything.
Because every other team is listening to that press conference.
Yeah.
Perfect example was Lawson. He's sitting out practice today with a back injury. Here we are a month later. He doesn't even play week 1. It's just you're right.
And he wasn't even healthy though.
I think a lot. I think it would have come out if Garrett Wilson wasn't healthy. I'm not worried about him. I mean, he did finish the game and everything.
Oh, that sucks, Dark. He had Greg Zuerlein in all 3 of his leagues. Dark, you should have hit me up. You should hit me up. I would have told you about Greg Lake. My personal.
I had him in my league too. I had him too.
You do too?
Yep. I cut him and I picked up the 49ers kicker. He actually worked wonders for me.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean the 49ers are on a roll right now, so I mean that makes sense. Hopefully these injuries aren't like going into this week. I know we're going to figure out more tomorrow because they're off today. So tomorrow I'm hoping that we'll get a good update and hopefully they're all there. I just hope Wilson's hand too. Even though when knocked out of him, I think mostly I'm concerned with guys, honestly, is Carter too, because he was playing really well yesterday. Even all the corners played well. Eccles played well. Because I think Carter too is very underrated.
There we go.
Very, very underrated. And I think
I do too.
And I think losing him would be a very big loss. Well,
because there's a significant drop off between Michael Carter II and Brandon Eccles, to be completely honest with you.
What'd you say?
Yeah, I said, repeat that.
There is a significant drop off between Michael Carter II and Brandon Eccles.
Oh well, come on. I loved Eccles.
Yeah. I
do too. I'm not saying I don't like him. I'm just saying.
I know you're not, but if you got, I like.
Well, what do you think, Vinny? What do you think? Come on.
Oh shit. Okay.
Your entertainment tonight. I like it. Come on.
I know, man. So
I like it.
What was that? 2 years ago? Because we got Michael Carter last year. He was a rookie, right? Yeah.
Was he 22 or 21? I think he was. He was 21 because they drafted both Michael Carters in the same draft.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's what it was, because I remember Saleh when they announced it. They screwed
that's up. With Greg Williams, wasn't it?
No.
2021.
Getting your years confused.
Shit.
Yeah,
man. Okay. I'm drinking that Pink Whitney, bro. anyways, I liked Brandon Eccles. on the blitz a lot because that's what brought up his name because he would sack the quarterback, he would sack before the yardage of the first yard, and that's what made him super popular. I'm a social media guy, boys. So
Yeah.
every time I see the clips of Brian,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So he was very good in the hard coverage.
Yeah.
To the defense.
Well, Eccles was here for the Williams years. He was here for I think his rookie year was Greg Williams.
Greg Williams,
year.
Greg
I
Double
think
G.
I forgot
that was
about
his
this.
rookie year, man.
He
Italy,
did
that's your boy, right?
He did get torched for a touchdown, Eccles.
Yeah.
He still played well the whole game, but that was bad.
That was a bad game. Terrible game. Terrible.
Vinny has a question here. How can we justify handing out extensions to both Salah and JD if we finish 4th place in the East for a 4th consecutive year?
I'll answer that. We're not going to do that. We're going to be in 2nd place whole year. We're going to make the playoffs.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, boys. Go ahead. Call it.
Okay. All right.
You gonna put $100 on that one too?
Yeah, you're gonna put $100 on that one too. You gonna do that?
I'll do 25 cents because you guys
25 cents. All right, cool. I'll go to the candy shop. I'll give
you all right. $25.
Well, to be honest,
hey, it's your money. It's your money.
I know. You just give it to me, right?
Vinny, to answer that question though, you got to admit Robert Saleh and Joe Douglas both have an out now with Aaron Rodgers being out. That's their excuse. You lose your franchise quarterback. They're definitely not on the hot seat.
No,
especially Joe Douglas.
I don't expect that. Joe Douglas is a very good mastermind within the picks for the last 3 years. Come on now. You can't argue with that.
I agree, yeah.
And with Saleh coming from the 49ers, going to the Super Bowl, losing it, and then coming to us, it's like, and then bringing Mike LaFleur. Oh my God. I don't even want to get into that topic, man. Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started.
I honestly thought that Mike LaFleur was calling plays yesterday.
Wait, have you guys seen his playing calls with the Rams?
What's up?
Have you guys seen his playing calls with the Rams?
No, I haven't.
It's just like the Jets. You got to sit on that with the LA Rams because he's the offensive coordinator.
Well, yeah, but I think McVay's calling the plays, though. I think he's just there.
All right, so just read into it.
No, I actually did hear that LaFleur had a big hand in the play calling as well. Like he's an influencer.
It's conspiracy to me, man. Like aliens are a real type of conspiracy. It's just
LaFleur.
You
hanging on Aaron Rodgers?
Right, literally. I'm gonna mute myself now. Go ahead, boys.
You're good.
All right.
See, like the one thing like that I do kind of miss about like LaFleur, and you haven't really seen this with Hackett, is the creative play calls. I said it when we were doing the preview video for this. Now, I'm not saying that I think LaFleur's better than Hackett. I don't want this getting twisted or anything. Yeah. I'd rather have Hackett over LaFleur. But it just seems like so far we've seen a very bland offense.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah, it's the second week, man. Like, little
milk.
Like, we're talking like week 6, week 7 until we start getting into primetime shit.
But we'll know more after this Patriots game. The Chiefs.
We'll win it.
100%.
It'll be a low-scoring game, like what you said. Sure. Field goals, because our defense is going to show up. They're going to get our asses kicked in the locker room. Somebody's going to bitch at them, saying, "Yo, you guys have this potential. You guys have this energy. You guys have this athleticism, And so, like that's just me being a coach, thinking like, hey. Right. I'm gonna bark on these boys. Like, what the hell was that with the Cowboys? You guys could have done better. You guys know your reads. You guys can read the offense. That's your job, But the thing is that it's what's his name? Cowboys head coach with the Packers. McCarthy. McCarthy likes to play both roles, offense and defense. That's why he was so successful with the Packers. If you put everything down to the nitty gritty, he's like the Bill Belichick of the NFC. That's all I can say. Like that's why I knew, because think about it. Because like in his head, I'm gonna work up to this because they have Aaron Rodgers on the roster, and Aaron Rodgers, conspiracy man. That's what I'm telling you. So Mike McCarthy knew Aaron Rodgers because he coached Aaron Rodgers. That's why they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And
But also, Aaron Rodgers has historically played well at
oh my god,
AT&T Stadium,
Liam,
too.
stop. Just let me go on my conspiracy, bro. So, like, think about it though. He's prepping his games, 17 games out of the year. He's going to prep himself. That's what Mike McCarthy does. He preps himself for every single game, coach minding and stuff like that. What's the defense looking like? How are they looking like this year? What's the additions? Everybody and stuff like that. So with Mike McCarthy, as my parents being Vikings fans, I noticed that I hear my dad saying that stuff. My mom's cooking in the kitchen. My dad's bitching at the TV. Growing up, I'm like, all right, well, look, it's a Packers game.
Like,
oh, Dad, yeah, it's Thanksgiving. Oh, yeah, it's
Right.
Christmas Eve, that type of stuff. So with Mike McCarthy, he reads it. He's like the Bill Belichick of the NFC.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Well, yeah, I agree with that. But even like a younger guy now is probably Kyle Shanahan.
who?
Kyle Shanahan.
Kyle Shanahan, the head coach of the 49ers, yeah.
Yeah, I know, but who? You got
you can't who Kyle Shanahan though. He's arguably like one of the best coaches in the NFL right now.
I know. I got a Brock Purdy rookie card for sale if anybody's interested, by the way.
I mean, check Facebook Marketplace.
I did, but they scam me, so I'm gonna mute myself right now.
Hey, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it probably does happen a lot. Italy could probably help you out there more with that, more than I can.
Right.
Hackett is a bum play caller. Only success A-Rod.
Conspiracy theory.
It wasn't just I mean,
this is conspiracy theory. It's not taking it literally. It's saying conspiracy theory.
Hot take. Yeah,
Who is this dude, man? Kick him out.
Right.
He's made me laugh a lot tonight.
Yeah, he has. VR's on point a lot. But guys, all right, we gotta close this out. So let's give our predictions for the Patriots. Give our predictions for the Patriots, and then we'll wrap it up. Liam, we'll start with you.
I'm gonna say Jets win. I'm gonna say it's close. I'm gonna say 13-10.
13-10. Okay. Vinny, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking 21 Jets.
Okay.
16 Pats.
16 Pats. Okay.
To get to safety on us, of course.
Okay. I think it's going to be a close game, but I think it's going to be 2017, and I think it's going to be the Jets. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Patriots won either. But I think it's going to be 2017. I see we got Dark 28-17 in the chat. Give us what you think for the Patriots and Jets game. Liam, any final thoughts for you?
What's Dark saying? 28-17. Who's playing it? Who's
for Sunday? I think for Sunday.
I think I think he's asking who's winning. No, I'm sure. I think that's Jets. I think he has Jets at 20.
I think it's Jets. I think it's Jets.
I mean, maybe with some defensive. I don't trust Aaron Rodgers. I mean, Aaron Rodgers. Now you got me.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
You guys must be on sync tonight, man.
We've been texting.
No, I was gonna say I don't trust Zach Wilson to really lead the Jets to 28 points. It's touchdowns and sustaining drives going down the field. It's hard for him.
But the thing is, with the Pats defense, they're man blitz and man coverage instead of zone coverage. That's what I've been saying to my girl for the past 4 years.
Yeah,
they're more man blitz and man coverage than zone coverage because everybody's out. Everybody, it's like rookies or like third-year players on the Pats defense. And ever since, what's that defensive coordinator? He was with the Lions for the past 2 years. Patricia. He was the defensive coach.
Is he gone?
He was the head coach, though. He was the head coach. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he was a head coach for the Lions for 2 years, and he came back last year. For the Pats.
Is he back again this year? Is he back
no,
this year?
He's not. Bill O'Brien's there.
Not, right?
Bill O'Brien.
Yeah. That's right. Right.
Bill O'Brien's there.
Matt Patricia. That's it. Matt Patricia, right?
What about him?
With the Pats defense, he was there last year, and that's what caked us forever. But anyways,
Yeah.
so
I don't know. I don't know how Bill O'Brien's defense is. I mean, that's like a little.
Okay. He's
I mean, they
offense,
lost.
but it's okay.
They lost.
Dude, I'm getting all screwed up now.
Yeah, it's okay.
All right,
Listen,
everyone have a good night.
yeah.
Everyone have a good night.
Vinny, you've been a great guest, man. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for taking the time out of your schedule to come on. Liam, yeah, bud. And then the chat, man. Thank you guys for coming out. Dark, Jets Chaos, Simon, VR, happy birthday, Dark Soldier, and the other Vinny. Thank you so much, guys. Liam is gonna do the preview video. I will be on a plane. I will be at an Indian wedding. Can't wait. It's gonna be fun. And then, but guys, please comment, like, and subscribe to Everything NYJ. If you want to follow Liam, why not? Follow Liam. He's right here on Instagram. And then you follow me, Italy Jet, here on all social media platforms. Please follow Everything NYJ on these channels too. Thanks for watching. And Jet up. Go Jets for Sunday. Peace. It's caught in the crossfire.